Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. Now, my YouTube channel. Some of the things that I have shared with you over time is, of course, unboxing any new deck that I've received by showing you the cards, what they're like, what they're about, going through and showing the cards. I love doing unboxings like that. Now, when I get a new deck like this, I like to think about what tarot, say I get an oracle deck, so I'm thinking about what tarot deck goes with it. Of course, for me, with the Raincoast oracle deck, for me it's the, whoops, just drop all the cards, is the Raincoast tarot deck. So for me, I'm thinking about what decks I can pair together. You know, so what tarot decks go with the Raincoast oracle deck and other oracle decks that it may go with them. And I like just a lot of times stick to the same theme or the same artist for some reason. So it's just the way I feel. Sometimes I might mix it up a little bit depending on moods in here. So things you'll find on my channel, of course, is unboxings, and then you'll find where I'm pairing the tarot and oracle decks together. I love doing that. So that's one thing I sort of like to do, especially when they're from the same artist. So you might get pairings, for example, oh, that's really oracle, tarot, right? So I might have, for instance, let me move some of these books out because it's the other thing that I like to look at. So might do, for example, Santa Muerto tarot deck, and of course dive deep into that, and then the Santa Muerto oracle. Now I might use these cards for reflection videos that I like to do as well, messages, daily messages, or a weekly message, whatever. A reflection, today's reflection. Now they're not every day, they might be a few days apart, they're varied depending on my mood. So I'll look in and maybe explain a little bit about how I read the cards, the messages I get, things like that. Now the other thing I love to do is also deep dive into a deck. So I might pull a deck out. For example, at the moment I'm doing a little bit of a deep dive into a variety of decks, and one of the decks that I'm sort of diving into has been the Chakra Wisdom Tarot by Tony Hartman. It's one thing I like to do, and I'll do this depending on the deck in different ways. Sometimes I'll look at just the major arcanas and then work through the different suits. I'll maybe include some posts on my blog as well, which will give the link down below if I do that. Or in this Chakra Wisdom Tarot, I'm working with with each chakra, going through each chakra and learning the deck and a little bit more depth in that way. Now these are decks that I can read tarot no problem, but I want to dive into a little bit deeper and find a different way to read it. So that's one thing I'll do on my channel as well. I may also share decks that I've created myself. For example, the Vesta's Art Love Oracle, and you can find this on Make Playing Cards, done with my digital art. So there's lots of ways that I share that information, and I might pair it again with different decks as well, decks I've created, maybe other decks like the Vesta's Art Love Oracle. I may use the Romantic Tarot with that. It's just the way I like to use it. I might use the tarot deck of heroes. So different ways to use different decks. Like I said, I did do a deep dive of the romantic tarot. I did do that on my blog. Also show when I edge the decks and things like that as well. But with the romantic tarot, I did it suit by suit. Went up, wrote what I saw on the images, had a look at what the book said. I work in different ways just to discover a little bit more about what a deck entails for me. Also like to look at the crystal healing oracle deck, maybe looking at crystals and how they can be used in healing ways. I have got some crystal healing videos on my channel as well, healing with sound healing and stuff like that. So there are healing videos, as well as deep dive. I want to deep dive into this deck. Of course, begin with the earth. I'm going to go by the elements in this through this deck, so that's one thing that you can find on there. Now, another thing that you will find me doing on my channel is, at the moment, I'm also been for quite a while been doing the Native American astrology. So each month you will find on my blog, as well as here on my channel, a video relating to the clan and the moon cycle, the clan that it responds to, and the animals, and then it'll give a bit more of a deeper message that you could maybe try yourself, a little bit of a spread, a look at how the moon cycle will affect me. Maybe you can look at how it will affect you. There could be a collective message, etc., in regards to the Native American astrology. The other thing I want to start doing, and I've started, is the Egyptian astrology using Egyptian tarot. So with the Native American oracle deck, Native American astrology, I use the Native American tarot and oracle. With the Egyptian astrology, again using Egyptian oracle and tarot deck. I use the tarot of Cleopatra and the and an Egyptian oracle deck. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing there. So that's something that I'm doing each month, and you'll also find me working with different tarot decks, tarot books. Tarot guidance, holistic tarot might be a book that is a combination divination card, a tool deck. I did do a whole lot of videos with tarot in regards to the dream oracle as well, which was very, very interesting. I did do a bit of the I do book reviews, and I did Who You Were. I did a little bit of a series on that, so if you want me to continue doing that, more than welcome to sort of dive deeper into this. I sort of started the first couple of chapters. I didn't sort of continue, but if you do want me to, I'm more than welcome to dive in a little bit more into talking about past life stuff as well. I am doing wanting to connect a bit more with the Uncover Your Past Lives Oracle, still using that into a deep self-study. I do find it really, really good for self-work. It's great with clients and etc. when I do soul energy clearing and that type of thing as well. The other thing I like doing is working through and studying maybe a Tarot de Marseille. This is the Spanish tarot, which is quite good. This does also have runes and I Ching as well, if I want to get into a little bit more rune information. The only rune deck I've got, a rune card deck, is Nina's rune spiral deck, which is really great for connecting with runes, things like that. I did have a set, but they sort of disappeared with my one of my children, so I may get that back at some stage. And I would like to explore I Ching a little bit more, but I haven't for a while, so that's something more I want to. I've got a few of these sort of multi divination type books. If you want me to go into them a little bit more, please let me know. So that's to sort of show you a little bit about what I've got on my YouTube channel. Definitely a lot of different studies, a little bit of diving deep into different things. I will, with my different moods, go through and go, actually I want to study this a bit more, have a little bit of a look, see how I can use this in a deeper sense, not necessarily as a full read, but as a reference book or a reference study, like I'm doing, which I want to do a bit more with the Crystal Alley cards and the crystal books. So diving a little bit more into some of my different books, different thoughts. So if you want me to go back and have a look at any of these things, if you want me to go into a little bit more of this Dream Oracle book, I'm more than welcome. I'm more than happy to go back into it a little bit more with the symbology of, so you can get a little bit of a gist about what this book's about. Definitely recommend. I don't think it's available new. I did get it secondhand. I haven't been able to find it as a book to purchase, to get the link, but you may find it on the thing. If you want me to dive into a little bit more about this past life stuff, more than happy to. As I said, each month I'm going into the Native American astrology and the Egyptian astrology, depending on the cycle of where it's at, of course. And yeah, so it gives you a little bit of a guidance about what my YouTube channel is. If there's anything you'd like, I try and do hashtags and things when I can, like these Love and Crystals with Her Tarot Tuesday, and any other sort of hashtags that sort of come up that I seem to be quite relevant, or what I can sort of get hold of. Definitely do. I did talk about pairing decks or combining tarot and oracle decks and doing spreads, so you will find a little bit of variety of teaching things. I've been using tarot for 20 plus years in a wide variety of environments, and absolutely feel like, even though I can teach tarot and share the knowledge that I've gained, I'm always forever learning. I am forever learning with tarot, with cartomancy, with other decks, Lenormand, Kipper, Sibylla, playing cards, all those aspects bring an assortment of new study and development within myself. If you definitely want me to share anything in particular, please let me know down below in your comments. Let me know what your interests are. So yeah, that's it from me. Just a really quick just introduction to what my YouTube channel is all about. So that's it from me. Take care and blessed be. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe and ring that bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care.